How did you come to feminism?
You know, I think that's a really difficult question to pinpoint because I would say I came to feminism like most feminists my age, which is, the sort of coming age in the 70s, great, sort of wave of feminism. I mean, I was relatively young there. I mean, I was in my early 20s. I lived in LA. It was, I would say, there and in college, um, probably in college and in the early 70s, I would say.
Okay, well, I originally got interested in feminism, although of course I didn't know it had a name and was a real thing, when I was probably 10 or 11. And I've written about this and talked about this in various places, but my parents got our first home computer when I was 10, and it was assumed that it would be my brother's machine to play with. That was just a default assumption, no fault on my parents' part. They were certainly decent, progressive parents, but the assumption was this is a boy's toy. This is for boys to play with. And so I kind of had to use guerrilla tactics to access the computer. So kind of pretending to read a book while the boys were playing their games, or just kind of hovering about, or bringing them cookies so I could see what they were doing. And it was kind of that initial, this isn't for you, that inspired that desire to make this for me, and got me interested in kind of the gendered ways our lives are lived, and we have access to certain things or are denied access to other things.
Well, I got interested in it because of the experiences that, as a woman and as an academic and as an up-and-coming scholar, that, in terms of the work I was doing at different institutions. And so I think that my experience, and outside of the academy too, the experiences I've had that are gender specific, is I think how I got interested in it as a form of scholastic inquiry